Yeah. So yeah, let's get this video started. So yeah, number 32, I still have the Las Vegas Raiders. They're 2-7 now. They were at 32 last week. Yeah, Raiders, they are just struggling. Like there's no real better way to put it. They just aren't that good. They just aren't. Like they had their bye this week, so yeah, but either way, they're not good. They're having injuries. Max Crosby doesn't sound too happy, so we'll see if he ends up getting traded this offseason because obviously the trade deadline gone by. He can't get traded next season. So yeah. Then number 31, I had the New York Giants. They're 2-8 now, but they're down two spots from 29 last week. They lost to a bad Panthers team. Well, almost swapped spots with. But yeah, like you lost. Danny Jones looked terrible like usual. Like you gave up a decent amount to freaking Bryce Young and the Panthers on defense. So yeah, like and you barely used like Neighbors. Like I think he only had like two catches until the fourth quarter. I could be wrong, but I was kind of keeping track of it because I faced him in one of my fantasy leagues, so I was kind of cheating crap. I'm like, hey, how's he doing? They don't need to be worried. And then in the war, and have to worry. I end up destroying my opponent, but still, like, Pleasant Lee Glavers was a good player, and Panthers do not have that great of a defense with all the injuries. So yeah, number 30, they have the Tennessee Titans. They're 2-7 now. I moved them down from 28 last week. They lost, but Will Elvis looked all right. He didn't look great, but you can't expect. Nobody's expecting him to be good at this point. So it's not like first any of us are surprised. Anyway, yeah, they lost 27-17 to the Chargers this week. So they lost for double digits. Chargers are looking good this year. Chargers have a good record. So like it's not like Chargers are bad, like which I don't think people were really expecting them to be like terrible just because they had Harbaugh and they have a good quarterback. I just don't think anyone expected the Chargers to be this good. But yeah, good on Titans, but hey, helps their tank in the tank. Now they're a little closer to a top pick. But yeah, number 29, I had the Carolina Panthers, 3-7 now. Moved them up one spot from 30 last week. Congrats. Bryce Young won his first back to back game since his college days. Obviously, same thing for the Panthers. So yeah, good there. But hurts your chances of getting higher pick. It's just like, and it was against the Giants, so it's like you just gain the game on a bad team who you're trying to beat out for number one pick, which hurts you. Because like Panthers aren't not a good team this year. Like they want a high pick because they own their own pick this year. They did it last year. They do this year. Yeah, good. The Panthers getting the win though. Number 28. I got another team near the bottom of the rankings getting the win. The New England Patriots 3-7 now. I moved them up from 31 last week. Main reason I moved them up from the Panthers, even though they were on the spot below the Panthers last week, is because yes, Bears have had some offensive struggles of late, but I still think the Bears are a lot better of a team than the Giants. So that's part of it, just because they beat a better team, which is saying a ton, but still. And the Bears did fire their OC Shane Waldron, so they would have a new play caller. But yeah, Bears haven't scored a touchdown in a while. Well, Patriots good on again to win. That's what matters. So yeah, number 27, I get the Jacksonville Jaguars. Are 2-8 now. I'm with them out down one spot from 26 last week. They lost to the Vikings 12-7. So yeah, you lost, but your defense looked good. Like you had three picks, two of them. I think two of them were in the red zone for sure. One, I think two of them were off Darnold. All of them were going to Jefferson. Just like they did a good job of silencing Jefferson. Like as good as you can do, because like you're not going to completely stop a guy like Jefferson. He's just too good. Again, them like if they had Trevor Lawrence, they probably would have won that game. Just because he's had struggles, but he's still better than Mac Jones. Getting close. So yeah, and the Vikings, their defense is getting good this year. So yeah, number 26. So you got the Cleveland Browns. They're still 2-7. Kept them. I moved them down one spot from 25 last week, but really just good. They didn't play because they had a bye. So it's good. Hey, you didn't lose. You can't lose on your bye. So you didn't lose. Yeah, still, you're not Browns are not that good of a team. We'll see if they do any better where some guys get more healthy, but their season's over. So yeah, it's tough to do like keep them at the same teams on the same spot when they set a bye because they didn't play. Yes, they didn't lose, but they also didn't win. So yeah. So yeah, that's it for 32 to 26. So let's go to top 25. 25 at New Orleans Saints, 3-7 now. Moved them up a couple spots from 27 last week. You got you got to win against a good Falcons team is competing for their division. Just like gotta be a good team, but part of the reason they move up more is just because I feel like it might be one of those things where they just their new head coach helped them win. Just like and I don't say he's gonna keep on winning some more games. It's just you can also get their car back, but I don't think he's that good. It's just when you have a new head coach in the middle of the year, sometimes like the first couple of games they do end up winning just because they're new head coaching. So like you don't always know what their tendencies will be as a head coach. Because even if you saw what they are as coordinator, that isn't always the same as coach. So yeah, good on the Saints again to win against a good Falcons team, and technically keeping their season alive, but their season's over. So yeah, it's just until you're officially eliminated, season's never really over. Just when you're 3-7, like you're not making the playoffs. So yeah, number 24, I got the Dallas Cowboys. 3-6 now, with them down one spot from 23, excuse me, last week. Yeah, you got blown up by the Eagles. Your quarterback play didn't look good, but we all expected that with Cooper Rush and even Terrence getting some playing time. So no surprise there. It's just that sucks. Like you finally got Micah Parsons back. So yeah, and then could have been closer if Jerry Jones decided to put some curtains up in his arena, which I heard they do for like events that like outside events they do there. But first, yeah. So yeah, they really got some touchdown. They honestly they would have won him with the touchdown because they lost by more than one touchdown, which just would have made the score look a little better. And CD would be like, I gotta score. I gotta score. So yeah, like he even literally said that after the game that they like he was sun was in his eyes. And Jerry Jones sounded pretty much like avoiding the question when they asked him. So yeah. Number 23, I got the Indianapolis Colts. They're 4-6 now, with them up one spot from 24. I just swapped them with the Cowboys. I just thought I'm higher on Flacco slash Richardson than I am Cooper Rush slash Trey Lance. That's insane a lot. But I still am I'm like I'm if they eventually start Richardson again, get Flacco doesn't look that good. I'm higher on him just because he is young. He should develop more versus the Cowboys. You know what you got. Trey Lance is in that, Rush is in that. Like they're just fine backups. So yeah. And Colts like got the kind of close versus the Bills. It's just the Bills are one of those teams where like if you have bad turnovers, you're gonna lose unless you will like just completely unless you're just a good team and can make up for those turnovers. Like for example, the Lions did against the Texans this week. Obviously, two different teams, but still, that it can happen if you have a really good team. But yeah, like it's just not the Colts. The Colts aren't that good of a team. So yeah, number 22, I got the Seattle Seahawks. They're still 4-5. I moved them down one spot from 21 last week. So yeah, they didn't play this week. They had a bye. I moved them down one spot literally just because I moved up the Dolphins. That's literally how it works a lot of the time when you're on a bye. So it's like sometimes they keep on saying that more often than not, kind of how teams get around them, I might move them down a row. And I just haven't moved them down one spot. So yeah, hopefully that bye week will help the Seahawks get a little more healthy. But we'll see. Number 21, I got the New York Jets. They're 3-7 now. Losing down a few spots from 18 last week. They got blown out by the Cardinals, who you see I have in my top 15 right now. I'll show you them in once I get to that on our next slide. But yeah, Jets are not very good. Like I think I saw a stat something where since they fired Salah, they're the worst, or the second worst defense since they fired Salah. We all knew Salah wasn't the problem. Now they know it's their offense, and now they just don't have good coaching at all. So yeah, their defense is bad. Their offense isn't that good, even with Adams coming in, and with um who was who was their former OC that they demoted from playing calling? It's Broncos old head coach, Packers old OC that Rogers loves, Hackett, and he that changing the play calling hasn't helped. So yeah, like that's what happens when you let a player manage your team. Like you just even if Rogers thinks he can do that, you should not be letting him do that. And now he keeps this up, he might retire and screw your team, and just leave him with his old buddies. Hey, at least he can get rid of Hackett if Rogers does retire. Yeah, number 20, I got the Miami Dolphins. They got their first win since Tua came back from his injury, so good on them there. But hey, Tua, can you remember how not to lead head first? Because like on one of his picks, he literally went in for the tackle head first, and I think it was a knee or something, hit him in the head from the guy who intercepted it. And like, dude, you don't need to help cause yourself more concussions. You already get blamed on yourself. So yeah, like thankfully Tua's okay. Got to win. So yeah, against the Rams team was having to pick up a game winning streak. Rams were getting more suit, we're getting more healthy. So yeah, the Dolphins going to win. They just did not do good enough to move them up. They are not that good. And but hey, they're second in their division. Outside the Bills, their division is horrible. So yeah, number 19, I got the Denver Broncos. They're 5-5 now. I moved them up one spot from 20. They lost to the Chiefs. They almost won, but their last second field goal got blocked. But I think I saw it was Leo Chenal, the Chiefs linebacker. So yeah, now the Chiefs have voodoo on their side. This is what I see a lot of people saying. So yeah, tough loss, but hey, good on the Broncos keeping it close against undefeated Chiefs team. You almost ended their undefeated season. Seems like the Broncos and Chiefs always play each other close. We know one team's like better, but yeah, good Broncos keeping it close. Number 18, I got Chicago Bears. They're 4-5 now. I moved them down from 16 last week. So yeah, I considered now moving them down to 18, but it's like, yeah, they fired because they fired their OC, to say. But like, there's only so much in season change and play callers can do. Because like the schemes don't be mostly the same because you don't want to change your whole scheme in the middle of the season. You don't have enough time to do that. It's just a different kind of calling plays. It's really it. And so yeah, we'll see what happens there. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what just happened. I don't know why my screen like reloaded, but yeah, let's go. I think that only that can do that much. There's rumors going around. Some veterans on the Bears have requested they bench Caleb Williams. Yes, he has some struggles, but Tyson Bagent isn't going to be doing any better. Just like give your rookie but also maybe do want to just because that way they don't ruin Caleb Williams because his O line is horrible. I think he has in like one game he has three of the most. He's taken most pressures, three different games in the top 10 this year. Clearly number one. I don't know like the exact number in each of those three games off the top of my head, but still like their O line's not been good. So yeah. Number 17, the Tampa Bay Bucks. They're 4-6 now. I kept them at 17 from last week. Yeah, you lost, but you're closer to getting Mike Evans back, which is huge because you're only closer. Hit the close against even more healthy Niners team because they got Chris McCaffrey finally back. You kept it close. You could have won. So, like you almost got it to overtime, and then Jake Moody finally decided to make a kick. Took him literally till like the last second to make a field goal. And then Debo literally going after the long snapper for him to make one. I'll talk about, but yeah, that's Snyder stuff, but still, good the Bucks keeping it close and getting 1 week closer to getting Mike Evans back, which will be a huge comeback because your wide receivers are not any big names at all. Like for now, I probably don't rely on the running game. So yeah, number 16, I got the Cincinnati Bengals. They're 4-6 now, but they're down a couple spots from 14 last week. It's the first time in these rankings I've done two pictures, two players on one slide. I'm pretty sure. And it's because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase hate the Ravens apparently because they've had Burrow has had 800 over 800 total yards and eight touchdowns against the Ravens this year in 2 games. They lost both. And Jamar Chase, he's had two really good games against the Ravens. I can't remember his first game stats, but he had over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns in the second game. They lost both. Like their defense is that bad. Like it's bad to lose ball one, but at least you hope you at least win one of those, especially in the division. But no, nope. Their defense is so bad they can't even win either. So it sucks there. It's a lot of controversy because on one play, there's 3 different face masks and none of them got called on those last when they went for 2 points near the end of the game. They probably could have been pass interference if it wasn't called. Yeah, it sucks. But your offense is so good and your defense isn't. So yeah. Let's go top 15. Number 15, I get the LA Chargers. But they're 6-3 now. I'm with them up a few spots from 19 last week. This is by yeah, nothing really forgetting about. This is by far the highest I've had them. I feel like I kept most of the time I kept them around the late teens or to 20s in my rankings. But yeah, good Chargers got another win. Yes, you beat a bad team, but you still won. Harbaugh's definitely helping turn around. Like that's what happens when you have a good coach and a good quarterback. Like you usually will have a good team, unless you have a lot of injuries and the rest of your team is just that bad. I'd say have a good the run game's good. You got good, most good online. Your defense is all right. So yeah, Gun Chargers getting going 6-3. Number 14, I got the other LA team. I got the Rams. They're 4-5 now. We're down one spot from 13. Last week, yeah, they lost to mostly now healthy Dolphins team. But yeah, you lost. It was a close game. And then also, like, you're getting more healthy. You're getting some more your own linemen back now, which is huge. Like, you got Nakua back. You got Cup. You get some of our injured line backs. Jared Verse has been looking great for them. Yeah, it's a tough loss, but I just think it's getting more healthy will help them. So yeah, number 13, I got a division rival. I got the Arizona Cardinals. They're 6-4 now. We went them up a couple spots from 15 last week. They absolutely demolished the Jets. Again, them they are 3-0 since Black Ops 6 came out for Kyler Murray. So yeah, and Kyler Murray's having a really good game. It's just like could have had even better game. They just it's such a blowout. They kind of laid back, which that's what happens because they were blowing out the Jets. Again, the Cardinals. It's just I'm not that high on their defense just because they don't have that great of a defense. I'm more high on their offense. But you can't really do a great ton when you don't have that good of a defense usually. So yeah, going the Cardinals can win, and they are in the still in the division because Niners are only 5-4 because the Cardinals haven't had to buy yet. So yeah, number 12, I got the Atlanta Falcons. They're 6-4 now, winning down a couple spots from 10 last week. They lost a most really injured Saints team. Um, so yeah, like they'll probably make playoffs because their division is just not good. With Saints being injury riddled, Panthers are bad. Um, Bucks have a ton of injuries, and you sweat the Bucks, so the Bucks have to get at least one more win. They need to win the division over you. Gotta remember that too. Yeah. So yeah, tough loss, but yeah, I don't think any teams behind you did good enough to move up front. The Cardinals blew out the Jets, but the Jets have been struggling ever since they fired Salah, and I'm just I think the Falcons are still a better team than the Cardinals. Maybe they prove me wrong. If you go right and prove me wrong, I don't mind being proven wrong, unless it's an NFC North team. I don't like other NFC North teams are the Vikings doing bad, no good because I'm a huge Vikings fan. But yeah, I'm rooting for Kirk though. Number 11, I got the Houston Texans. 6-4 now. I kept them at 11 from last week. Main reason I kept them there is just because Falcons should have kept one spot below them. Lost, didn't want them with the Cardinals that high. And then I'm hot. I think they'll do better with Nico Collins most likely coming back this upcoming week. He was close to playing this week, so that if they're close to playing 1 week, they usually will play the next one unless it's Sunday to Thursday, maybe sometimes just because there's not a lot of time to get more healthy, which is usually a good sign that Collins will end up playing. So we'll see. That's part of it, just because I think their offense will be doing better. Either throw line is terrible. And they should begin. Hopefully, they'll get Will Anderson back because he did miss their game Sunday. So yeah, it's like when you get 5 picks on the team's quarterback, especially when you face the Lions, you gotta find a way to win. Like honestly, it doesn't affect your like conference just because since they're in different conference, but still, you gotta find a way to win that game. You got it. So yeah, number 10 got the Pittsburgh Steelers 7-2 now with them up from 12 last week. Got the Steelers. You beat a good Commanders team. Even after they lost, I still went 7 as you see. Yeah, gun Steelers. They have a good record. They like always, Mike Tomlin, unless they have a complete downfall, only win one of the rest of their games. They don't win. They don't have a winning record like always. Tomlin. They're good in there. The defense looking good. See what happens to Alex Highsmith. He did have a ankle injury. It doesn't sound too serious, but we'll see. And that's part of the reason why I trade for Preston Smith. Like he's not as good as Highsmith, but you do have him if Highsmith misses some time, and he already has. That's also part of the reason Steelers trade for him. But yeah, good Steelers getting to win. So they'll go and Russell. Oh, I almost forgot mention Russell Wilson. He's not as good as he used to be, but his deep ball is great. Like he can literally just drop it in there. Like on that last touchdown of his to Mike Williams, there he literally just drops it in. Like it's crazy. Like he probably has the best deep ball, like accuracy wise, I've seen. I never saw I was born in 2002, so I never saw any of those guys in the 90s or 80s or really or 2000 2010s. I wasn't really into football then. Even tell mid, I really started like 2016ish. It's really when I got huge into football. Before that was kind of minor. Yeah, good on the Steelers. So yeah, number 9, we have the Green Bay Packers. They're 6-3. Still, I moved them down one spot. 8 last week. They had their bye, so they give enough time to fire Jordan Love finally to be healthy and stay healthy. Because it seems like every time he gets like completely healthy, he just gets another injury. So yeah, Packers didn't play, but there are 2 teams in front of them in their division did and won, and the Vikings and the Lions. So that's how I literally just swapped them with the Vikings who won. So yeah, number 8, I got the Vikings. They're 7-2 now. Moved them up one spot from 9 last week. Yeah, their offense looked great until it got to the red zone. Like once it got into the red zone, they're not too good. Like they had 40 something minutes time of possession. They had more plays just in the Jaguars end of the field, and the Jaguars had total out near the end of the game. I don't know for sure completely finished that way. They get somewhere early on in the fourth quarter. They showed that stat. I don't know how it ended, but yeah, like if it wasn't for like if the Vikings if red zone wasn't a thing and they can score before the red if they scored if the red zone wasn't a thing and that end zone started at the 20, they would have been a blowout. But yeah, the Vikings won. Their defense looked great. So yeah. Number 7, got the Washington Commanders. 7-3 now, with them down a couple spots from 5 last week. They lost to the Steelers. Was a close game. Was a little controversial because that first down at the end of the game was really close. And then they also had that dirty lineman jump over. I think it was Deshaun Newton, the rookie. That cost them the game. They might have still lost, but they didn't get a chance back at the ball, so we never know for sure. They only needed to get in field goal range because unless the Steelers end up kicking field goal, making it because they're only down 1. Yeah, it sucks. But yeah, Shane Daniels didn't do that good, didn't do great, but he's a rookie. Like, it's very rare to see a rookie quarterback not have games in his rookie year. Like, this is what happens. So yeah, and the only thing is on that fourth down, like if they said Ertz got it, it probably would have been too close to overturn it because it was just that close. But yeah. Number 6, you got the San Fran 49ers. 5-4 now. Moved them up one spot. I moved them up one spot from 7 last week. So yeah, good them getting a win, but your Jake Moody had a lot of struggles. You barely beat a very injured Buccaneers team, but part of it they won, and then just getting Caffrey back and more time with him back. Because sometimes even if they are ready to play, it doesn't always mean they're like 100,000% like fully healthy. Yeah, either way, just good on them getting a win because they got like if the Cardinals keep this up, they're not to keep up with the Cardinals. So yeah, just because they did lose the first matchup with the Cardinals this year earlier on. So yeah, now let's go top five. Five got the Philadelphia Eagles. They're 7-2 now, with them up one spot from 6 last week. Yeah, you blew out a Cowboys team, a bad Cowboys team at this point. They have a bad record. They don't have Dak. Their running game, both sides are bad. So yeah, they still won. It's just I don't hold that much weight when you blow out a team with a bad quarterback. And like because like yeah, the Cow like if they had started Cooper Rush all year, they probably wouldn't even have 3 wins. Maybe they would just because sometimes teams are still able to win without not that good a quarterback. Just look at the bottom of the league. They know there's no winless teams, even though those teams don't really have that good quarterback. So yeah. Number 4, got the Buffalo Bills. Moved them down one spot from 3 last week. They're 8-2 now. Part of it is just because I moved them down just because Damar is if he stays healthy and keeps this up, he's gonna be winning his third MVP and back to back MVP. So Lamar has had a great year, so that's part of it. I'll talk about it more once he gets the Ravens in a second. Yeah, good. Got the Bills. You gotta win. But if you keep playing like this, you're not going to be able to beat the Chiefs or the Niners, or assuming the Niners stay healthy and get back on track. But like they're not going to be able to beat like the top teams or the Lions if you're in the face of the Super Bowl or anything. It's like your offense of them struggles. Like if it wasn't for the Colts' costly turnovers, you would not have won that game. But obviously, it's part of the game. But still, you can't always count on turnovers to win games. So yeah, number 3, got the Baltimore Ravens, 7-3 now, with them up one spot from 4 last week. Yes, their defense not look good, but Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow just are insane against the Ravens this year, apparently. Yeah, you still got the win. Lamar's looking insane. Andrews is looking better. Flowers very much did nothing, but he still had a great game. Henry didn't do much either, but still, like, you got a big in division win. So yeah, but hey, you're the 5 seed. The Steelers, excuse me. They are the leader in the division. I don't think anybody thought about that going into the year. But yeah, number 2, got the Detroit Lions. They're 8-1 now. I can move them down one spot from 2 last week. It's just, I think with the Chiefs now kind of seems like voodoo, the rest on their side. People always say that I put them up in front, and I just don't think you're even if you're a great team, you more likely than not aren't shouldn't be able to win with throwing 5 picks. Didn't help. Goff finally didn't have great protection because Taylor Decker is out, but still, you can't be doing that. Like, yes, you have a great line, but you can't count on there being pretty much no pressure all game. Like sometimes, like teams are just don't get to you. So yeah, and I'm still gonna win though. Number 1, I got the 2-time reigning Super Bowl champs. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. 9-0 now, with them up on 2 last week. Good on them, keeping up their undefeated season. After blocking last season field goal for the Broncos, I would have won the game. I would have tied it for overtime or anything. I'm going to see us getting the win. As usual, you beat the Broncos. Mahomes isn't looking that good, which is it's scary. Just like they're undefeated and Mahomes is looking great. But like imagine how good they're gonna be when he is. And you're getting they have activated the window on Jay Pacheco, so he should be back soon. And Chiefs staying undefeated though. Hey guys, thanks for watching these weekends. Hope you have a good one.